Hey guys, what's going on? Jaime Soriano here from Long Island, New York, and I wanted to do this review, this unbiased third party outside review for this company or this program called Questra World. Now, before I even get started, I do want to disclose that I am not a Questra World affiliate. I'm not a passive investor. I don't have a single dime invested into this platform. So, it really doesn't matter to me one way or the other, at least financially, if you get involved with Questra World or not. The purpose of this video is just to kind of give you a little backdrop um, on the platform. Maybe you're looking to get involved. Maybe you're on the fence and you're doing some research and you're thinking about whether or not you should participate in this program. What I want to do is I want to give you some essential details that'll maybe help you make a more educated decision. Now, again, I do want to be very transparent and I do want to give you a truly unbiased review. So I'm going to be going over the pros and the cons, okay? Both what I see is good, and I'm also going to go over what I see is maybe not so good about the platform. And then you make a decision on whether you want to get involved or not. Again, I'm not involved. I don't have an affiliate link. I can't sponsor you into this deal. If you do want to get involved after this video, I do want to encourage you to find someone that you might want to work with that is able to guide you, give you support, give you training, that has the time and the energy and the resources to give you whatever help that you might need. Because look, make no mistake about it, whether it's Questra World or any program online or any network marketing company or home-based type of business, you're going to need help. You're going to need training. You're going to need support. You can't do it all yourself. You're going to save yourself, you know, tons of energy, frustration, time, money, if you have proper guidance. And so, again, whether you want to get involved with this or not doesn't really matter to me because I'm not involved with the company. But I do suggest that if you are going to get involved, you find someone that is willing to give you the support and help you need. So let's just jump right into this. Questra World, a couple of people have sent me some links. I've had a couple of personal friends of mine who have reached out to me and said, hey, man, you should take a look at this. I just got in and things of that nature. And, I did take a look at the company. I did watch a couple of videos. I jumped on some presentations. One of the things I always do if I'm looking to get involved with a company or I just want to get some due diligence done is I'll always jump into two or three Facebook groups. Okay, I'll try to find two or three good Facebook groups that I could jump into because then you're gonna, by doing that, you get to hear from the actual people that are in the company, right? It's not some presentation that is only giving you what the company wants you to see or hear, and it's giving you a one-sided perspective of the company. You actually hear from the actual reps, right? If they're having trouble, if they're having some problems, if there's hiccups in the system, if there's hiccups in the company, and by no means, just because a company has hiccups doesn't mean that it's a bad company, but you'll get more of a pulse of what's actually happening. So, I have jumped into I believe I jumped into three or four Facebook groups just to see what was going on. And I got to hear from some of the reps, okay, some good things and some not so good things, okay. And so I do want to encourage you if you're going to if you're serious about doing this, maybe becoming a Questra World distributor, that you jump into a couple of Facebook groups just to kind of see what's going on, especially if you're going to be investing a good size of money. Like if you're going to be putting in $1,000 or more, like if you only have, I know one of the packages that they have is about 90 euro, which is like 100 US dollars. I mean, if you're going to do that, then no biggie, right? You could just put that in. I mean, I'm sure you've blown $100 on, you know, far worse things, okay? But if you're going to be investing 1,000 or 2,000, or some of the packages are, $5,000 or whatever the case might be, do some research, man. Do some due diligence. Find out a little bit more about what it is that you're going to be getting involved with, just so you feel confident, you feel good about, putting your money in. Even if you're not going to build a team and you just want to be a passive investor, it's still your hard-earned money that you're going to be putting into this. Don't just do it blindly, right? So again, back to what I was just saying is I had a couple of people reach out to me, and again, I did take a good look at it. This is the website. Okay, I do want to encourage you to go to the website, questraworld.es. Now, the company is actually made up of a couple of, I don't know what you want to call them, sub companies. There's Questra World, which is the Questra is actually the marketing arm. That's where you can actually track your team, your downline, if you decide to build a team or downline. Then there's AGAM, right, which is a totally different website where you can actually do all of your, it actually tracks all your commissions and things of that nature. So that's kind of, that's something that you might have to get used to if you're not used to that. If you have, to be able to manage your business, if you're going to build a team. Now, I believe if you're going to be a passive investor, then you don't need to go to the Questra site, because I believe that's more if you're just going to manage or build a team rather. You can actually track your team through there. But let's assume you're going to build a team and not just be a passive investor, then you're going to have to be able to manage those two sites. So that you have your investments, you can actually manage, and then you can manage your team. Okay. So if you go to this website, you can actually go through this information here. I'm not going to go through it with you too much on this video, because I'm going to jump into some actual slides that they have as part of their presentation. And I'm going to skim through stuff and maybe go over more of the business plan, the compensation plan, so you get a better idea of that. But again, highly encourage that you go through this. You can actually go through some of the company's history. The company has been around, which is a good thing. They have been around for a couple of years. They were actually another company before, and they rebranded themselves, and I guess you can call that a relaunch of their company. But again, they've been around for a couple of years. They are based, across the pond. Here I'm in the U.S., right? So if you're watching this and you're from the U.S., they are based from. They're a European company based in Camp Verde. So again, do your research there. You can actually look at some of the players that are in the company here. Doesn't really go into too much. It goes into the CEO. Let me see if I can find that here. Let me see. I think if I just click on About Us. There you go. So he's probably the most prominent person that you're going to see. I see him in all of the videos and a lot of the sales material. Is the CEO of the company, Jose Manuel Gilabert. The company, by the way, is based in Spain. So they do have a headquarters there. And they have multiple offices worldwide. Now, outside of the Spain office, if I'm not mistaken, okay, again, I'm not privy to all this information and all the details, but I'm just giving you from what I've seen so far, okay? Outside of the official headquarters in Spain, they do have offices worldwide, but those are run by affiliates, right? They're not company sponsored offices. Okay, so if you go on YouTube, you'll see all these grand openings and people opening up offices all over the place. Those are affiliate offices that the affiliates are opening, and I guess the company's coming out, they're doing a grand opening for them. But as far as I know, they're not company sponsored offices. Now, I do believe they do help a little bit with some of the payments. Like, for example, let me see here. I think you can qualify for the company to help you with some of the payments in your office, but not exactly sure how much specifically monetarily they would help you with. Okay. So anyway, you can go through this information on your own. I do suggest that you go through it. I'm going to go into a little bit more on the slides here. Okay. Again, I'm not doing a full blown presentation here. So again, don't get mad at me if I'm not hitting every slide. I do want to just hit on some key points. This right here is AGAM, or Atlantic Global Asset Management. As you can see here, they're based in Cabo Verde. They have a company number. Okay. They have a company number. Not sure exactly how their customer support is. Again, I'm not inside of the company. But you might have to ask. That's one of the things that I always ask if I'm looking at a company is, how's their customer support? Is there customer support? Because that's going to be a big deal for you. You don't want to be putting out fires and spending 90% of your day or 90% of your time putting out fires when you could be building, because the company has no structure or system to support the reps or the customers. Okay. Here are some other people that are involved with the company from a corporate side. Here's their license for financial activity. Again, I want to play both sides of the coin here. Okay, these are all great because you can actually look up some of this information here. Um, that being said, just because a company has these documents doesn't automatically mean that they're 100% above board. Okay, you got to do your own research and kind of take a look at it. But again, it's a good thing that they do provide some of this documentation. Okay, so this is a plus. This is all a plus. I'm not being negative here. I'm not trying to be a negative person. Okay, I do want to give the company the benefit of the doubt. Um, and as far as I know, I do know a couple of people that have made money with this deal. Okay, and they're making good money. They got in a while ago. Okay, because these kind of companies, um, it always helps to get in very, very early. You want to get in on the front end of these deals, okay? So that if by chance it shuts down, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen with Questra, I'm not saying that it's going to shut down, but if it shuts down, theoretically, because you got in early, you already had made your seed money back, right? So if it shuts down, you've made your seed money back, it's not going to kill you, okay? If you get in on the tail end and it shuts down in a week or 2 weeks or, something like that, theoretically then just common sense tells you that you weren't in long enough for you to recoup your seed money and you would take a loss. Okay, now depending on how much money you put in, it could be pretty significant. Okay, so again, these type of deals you want to get in on the front end of the deal. Okay, um, again, I'm not saying that Questra is going to shut down or not, but theoretically that's what you want to do. The other thing that you want to do whenever you get into one of these online investment type deals, passive income programs, and again, I'm not against those programs. Okay, I participate in some of those programs myself. You only want to put in money that you can afford to lose. Okay, only put in money you can afford to lose. So if it does shut down, it's not going to kill you. Do not put in your life savings. Do not start maxing out credit cards. Do not take out a second mortgage on your home. Don't start borrowing from all these people. If the company shuts down, you're going to have to owe all that money back. So only put in money that you can afford to lose. Okay, that's the key. That's the key with these programs, so that you don't get hurt. And I suggest, if you're going to build a team, that you let them know the same. You tell them the same. Okay, do not go and tell people, hey, yeah, put all your money in. That's no good. So what are they doing? They're actually giving you a return anywhere from 4 to 7% on your deposits. 4 to 7% weekly they're going to give you as a return. Okay, and how are they doing that? Through trading. Okay, they're trading. They have different types of businesses that they're involved with. Again, I'm not 100% clear how they do it, and because I tried to find out, I tried to dig into all the information, and I couldn't find really anything that was specific and really talked about in thorough detail and full transparency what they do to get that 4 to 7%. I'm not saying that it's not legit with how they're getting it, but I really couldn't find any information. But nevertheless, what they do is they allow people to come in 4 to 7% weekly on their deposits. So as a passive investor, you can actually earn 4 to 7% every single week from your deposit. Okay, so if you put in X amount of dollars, at the end of the week, depending on what rank you are, you're going to earn anywhere from 4 to 7% on your deposit. Now you can take that deposit and you can actually either throw it back in and purchase more what they call suitcases, right, or more packages, or you can withdraw that money. Okay, and as far as I know, here in the U.S., there hasn't really been issues with people withdrawing money out of this program. I've watched people on YouTube withdraw money out of the program. I've talked to a couple of people; they've had no problems. In Europe, they are having some challenges. Okay, now again, I don't know if that's with Questra itself, or in some of those countries there's some different situations, but I know in some European countries they're having problems withdrawing funds out of their account. Again, if you're in the US, you probably don't have to worry about it, but just have your spider sense up and just be aware that, hey, that may or may not happen down the road. There might be a time where you try to withdraw funds and you're not going to be able to. Don't be surprised if you're already seeing it happen in Europe. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but these are just these are things that you just need to be aware of if you're going to get in here. Now, I'm not saying don't get involved. Like I have friends of mine who know all about all this stuff. They even told me some of this stuff, but they're heavily investing in this. They're educated investors. They know what's going on. They already know the deal. And even with that, they're okay with putting it in. Hey, that's no problem. As long as you're going in knowing what you're walking into, um, no problem, right? I have a friend of mine who said, Jamie, no risk, no reward. He already knows all this stuff, but he's going all in, right? I think he put in $15,000 to start. And he's a heavy investor, man. No risk, no reward. And then, hey, you know what? I ain't mad at him, man. That's what he wants to do. That's great. I personally probably wouldn't do that, but hey, he has disposable funds laying around and he wants to go do that. Hey, man, no problem. All the power to him. That's great. Okay, if you want to do that too, no problem. Because like I said, no risk, no reward. You can make a killing with this, right? But again, just know what you're walking into. So here's where the fund earns according to their presentation. Let me go back here. They place they take all these investments of all the members, they place it into other securities, financial factoring, refinancing of companies, and arranging and conducting IPOs. Okay, all great. They purchased an airline company apparently, which is pretty cool. I've also seen them say that they purchased a bank in Europe. Again, I can't verify whether they did that or not, but if they did, I mean that's pretty darn awesome actually. Because again, if a company is a scam, they're not going to be purchasing banks and things of that nature. The people running the scam are probably going to just lay low, and then at one point when they feel like it's time to shut it down, they'll just take everybody's money and run. They wouldn't be purchasing banks and things of that nature. So again, I don't not 100% verify, because I haven't looked into it whether or not they purchased the bank or not. I've seen a couple of posts on social media, and I've actually gotten a couple of emails from marketers that are promoting this deal saying that they did. So again, if they did, that's pretty impressive. Now here's the different packages that you can actually get involved with. You can go as low as €90 and purchase what they call a white suitcase, and you can go all the way to Indigo. I think they might have actually created another one past this. Okay, I think they have a couple of VIP packages that are more than this, but based on this presentation that I have here, that you can purchase an Indigo package for €65,000. Okay, so again, find out where you fit in, and the more you get in, the more you come in with this. This is the strategy, not just with Questra, but any type of passive program, is you find out comfortably what you could put in, right? Comfortably, what you're not, if you lose it, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to, take food out of your kids' mouths, but you want to find out how much you could put in, the most you can. Because if you come in with the most you can and put it in, then you'll be able to take out the most also. And theoretically, you can actually recoup your investment, your seed money, quote unquote, right away. Pull out your seed money, and now the only money you have invested into the platform at that point is house money. It's just the money that you've earned through interest and commissions and what have you. Still your money, but it's not the original seed money that you put in. So now you're just playing with house money, and now you can just compound and let that grow. And if something happens, God forbid, to the company, you've already recouped your seed money. At least you're okay. So you want to find out where you fit in. You might, if you can afford a white and yellow, maybe a green, find out where you fit in here, and then you want to invest that, right? And then this is your weekly yield. So the higher the package or the higher the suitcase, your weekly yield will be higher. So as on a white, which is the lowest one they have, it's 4% for the week, which is still better than the bank, right? I guess. Yellow is 4.2, green is 4.6. Where did I go here? Okay. Blue is 5. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Red is 5.2, black 6, indigo 6.2. So that's what you'll be getting on a weekly basis based on your investment. And just as I said, or just as I thought, there are some VIP packages here. You can get a VIP suitcase for €100,000, VIP gold for €250,000, and then there's a VIP platinum for €500,000, and you can receive anywhere from 6.47% every single week on those investments. So if you put in €100,000, Okay. Now again, you might have to convert that to US dollars if you're from the US, but just using this example, 100,000 euro would pay you 28,000 a month. Okay. And at the end of the year, you'll be able to pull out 300, or you won't pull it out at once. You'll be pulling out through the weekly deposits, but it's 336,267,000 euro. So it's more than three times what you put in to the platform. Sounds good, right? Sounds beautiful. Okay. Um, is that going to happen? I don't know. I mean, there's a risk, right? There's a risk that you take because you can put 100,000 in, and next month company can go out of business, and now you lost your 100,000. You're not going to get it back. But if you have the balls to put in 100,000 euro, and the company doesn't go out of business, well, hey, 336,000, you'll be able to, you would have pulled out every single week, totaling 336,000 at the end of the year. Then you look like a genius, right? You look like a genius when you do that, right? So again, risk reward. Are you in a position to take a managed or calculated risk? If you can, great. If you can't, then don't. Okay, but figure out what you can personally do. Again, these companies, these type of deals, these type of programs where it's not, I don't want to say it's not, I'm not going to use the word shady, okay, because that's not the right word, and I think that's a strong word for this. But any type of program like this where they're promising, you know, these returns, and you really can't verify where they're getting these returns, you know, again, it's a risk. Okay, it's a serious risk. Now, if you're willing to take the risk, you can make a lot of money. Okay, but the question is, are you willing to are you in a position to take that risk? And if you can, great. If you can't, then you gotta think about it. Okay, here's the certificate for the product. Here's the customer agreement that they provide for you. I want to actually jump into more of the compensation plan real quick, and then wrap this up, because this video is going a little bit longer than I wanted. But again, this is a Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out program. You can actually withdraw, in other ways. Okay. Let me go into the MLM side of things. Okay. So there's two types of income you can earn from this platform. Number one is the percentage of yield on sales, which is the weekly percentages, right, on your deposit. As a passive investor, that's the only way you're going to earn. But then there's a bonus program or a MLM compensation plan attached to it if you decide to refer other people and build a team. And here's how it works. You can earn anywhere from 5% all the way up to 15% based on the rank that you have. So for example, if you're a newcomer, right, someone who's just getting started, when you refer people to Questra World, depending on what suitcase they purchase, right, or how much money they put into the platform, you're going to receive a 5% commission on whatever they do. Okay, that's pretty significant. Now, again, what you need to understand, and this is where people make a killing if they're building a team, is they're not just making that 5% when the person joins. They're making that 5% every time the person rebuys or compounds their account and purchases another suitcase with their earnings, or if they just come out of pocket. If they come out of pocket, and let's say you have someone that every 2 weeks or every month they're purchasing more suitcases, you're earning that 5% over and over and over again. But the crazy thing is, not only are you earning that 5% on people that you personally refer, you actually get that 5% on your entire group. So anyone in your team that is putting in money into this platform, whatever suitcase that they're getting, you're getting a 5% commission. At the bronze agent level, you're going to get 7% on your whole organization. At the silver agent, 9%, gold agent, 10.5%, platinum, 12%, and it goes up and up and up. If you're a super director or managing director or platinum director, you're picking up 15% on all the investments that are going in, all the suitcases that are being purchased by every single person in your entire group. You're getting 15%. So I mean, it's pretty significant. I mean, does everybody make it to these high levels? No, but if you get to this level, right, you're getting a significant commission. Very, very significant. That is very, very, that's very, very aggressive. So here's just an example. Okay, I'm not going to go too much into this, uh, because I think I just wanted to hit on the percentages, but it gives you an example of what it can look like if you're building teams underneath you. Because if you build groups of people or pockets of people or teams of people, each one of these stars represents like a team, right? Let's say, for example, there's 3,500 euro coming out, or 3,500 euro worth of investments from this team. You're picking up this percentage, 1.5%. Okay. Same thing here. So you're picking up the difference of what you're at level 4, 10.5%, and whatever your direct person is at, you're picking up the difference. It's standard override model. Okay. So you can play around with the numbers, figure it out. But if you're a builder and you can bring in tons of people and you're good at building teams, I mean, you can make a killing for as long as this company's in business. Okay. There's also one-time bonuses, right, for hitting certain positions. So, for example, if you hit the silver agent, they give you a 1,000 bonus. Gold agent, they give you a 2,000 bonus. Platinum, 5,000 bonus. These are one-time bonuses. But it's cool that they give you, these bonuses. And then it ranges as you move through the ranks. It goes from 20, 50, 20K, 50K, 150K, all the way up to $1 million bonus. That's pretty crazy. Okay. So here's just a little bit about, more of the statistics of the company. That's changed already so far. I mean, what you want to do is you want to be able to do some real research on this. There's also an interest-free loan program for directors for cars and for a mortgage. Again, you know, do your own research on that. I mean, I wouldn't be joining this thing for a mortgage bonus or anything like that. Anything that ties my house down to a company that may or may not be around might not be a good idea. But I'm not saying that it's not a good idea for you to get involved if you just want to make, these weekly deposits. Okay. So here's my verdict. Okay. Questra World is there's money to be made. There's money to be made for sure. There's no doubt about it. I personally know of people, friends of mine, that are making money with this deal. I also see people on YouTube and I've seen people on Facebook, post their earnings and they're making money with it. Okay, so there's certainly no reason why you couldn't make money with this deal. Just my suggestion is you only put money in it that you're okay with losing, so that if something does, God forbid, happen, you're okay. It's not going to kill you. You're not going to be put out in the street. The other suggestion is go in. If you decide to go in, you figure out what you can comfortably put in. Go in as high as you can, and start pulling out every single week until you recoup your seed money, so that all you have in the platform at that point is house money, and you can compound and grow that, and at least you've recouped your seed money out of the platform. So those are the two things. The third thing is, be transparent when you're recruiting people into the deal. If you're going to recruit people, let them know that, hey, you know what, only put in money that you're okay with losing, right? Because you never want to have somebody who comes in and they put in $10,000 that they took a loan out for, and let's say something happens, God forbid, not just with Questra, with any company, right? Now you have that person, coming to you and saying, hey, you told me to get in this. It's a mess. Okay, it's a mess. So let people know, hey, look, put only money you're okay with losing. Number two is teach people how to recoup their seed money right away, right? I mean, I don't try to compound your account. I'm all for compounding. Okay, I'm a big believer in compound interest and compounding your account, but at least pull your seed money out first, then compound your account. If the company's not going to go out of business and it's a strong company, then you have all the time in the world. What are you in a rush for? I mean, so what? You don't compound your account for a month or 2 months or whatever the case might be for you to recoup your seed money first. If the company is solid and it's not going anywhere, who cares, right? And if the company does go bust, at least you pulled your seed money out. So do those two things. Number three was always be transparent with people that you bring in. And number four is hook up with a team that you feel that is going to give you the training, the support, everything that you personally need, because you're going to need help, whether it's this business or another business. You're going to need help. You're going to need support. You're going to need training. You're going to need to be hooked up to a group of leaders. Okay. So there you go. There's my third party review. There's obviously money that you can make in it. Just, have your antennas up for some of the things that I told you to watch out for. Here's what I want you to do. Whether you get involved with Questra World or some other platform, some other company, some other network marketing company, you're going to need leads. You're going to need leads. And if you're like me, when I first got online, I was searching high and low for leads, how to sign up more people. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I have a link at the bottom of this video, okay? It's not to Questra World, and it's not even to another network marketing company. It's a marketing system that I personally use, that I've been using for years now, that you can use for any program, any company, any deal that you want. It's a way for you to, number one, not only get trained on how internet marketing, online marketing works, attraction marketing, but number two, it's a system that provides you with tools to generate leads, okay? Because you need leads. I don't care if it's with Questra World or what other company that you might have. You're gonna need leads. If you have 20, 30, 40 leads a day, fresh targeted leads coming in every single day, you're gonna explode whatever business you choose to be in. On the flip side of that is if you have no leads, whatsoever, no one to talk to, you can have the greatest program, company, opportunity, platform in the universe. It's not going to help you because you're not going to be able to bring people in. You're not going to be able to build that thing. So again, you want to learn how to get leads. Click the link. I'm going to leave a link at the bottom of this video. Go through the video, check it out. I promise you're going to get some value. It's going to help you build either Questra or whatever company that you get involved with. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook. I'll leave my link there as well. You can hit me up there, shoot me a message. We can chit chat a little bit. I'll answer any questions you might have. That being said, guys, hope you like this review, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, guys.